I absolutely love what Mattel is doing with the Mini Racers line. They're constantly pumping out new releases in all sorts of different ways to keep collectors involved and excited about the series. And right now, the truth is, this section of the community, the specific part that is focused around Mini Racers, is probably the most lively of all of the parts. I mean, you got your normal 155 scale, you got the Disney Store Tomica, but really the Mini Racers are attracting the most collectors right now because there's always something new to get, and they are pretty easy to get as well. I just walked into my Target store and found all 4 of these brand new Mini Racers 3-packs that were just released. I was astonished because it usually takes a long time for the new cars to hit my stores, but it seems like Mini Racer distribution is much better than the normal 155 scale distribution, which is pretty much one new car per month if you're lucky. So right now, Mini Racers, that's my line right now. I'm jumping on this train because it's going fast, and the 155 scale, I don't know what they're doing. They're off the tracks right now. So anyway, like I said, I found these all at Target, and so far that's where they're being found. Walmart also sells the 3-packs, but they have not gotten in this wave yet. And as for other countries, I'm not entirely sure where else they've been found, but I'm pretty sure it's localized to the United States right now. And I have to say as well, all of these packs are awesome. They contain some great releases. As you see, most of them, or all of them, do say first look to this one top car. But usually there's at least another car in here that has not been released yet, like Metallic Cal Weathers. He has not been released in any other way. But usually that means that he will be coming in a multi-pack or some sort of blind bag. This one here is in a blind bag. As for this one, they're all new, although I think these are supposed to be coming in a 10-pack on Amazon or something like that. But yeah, these are all glow in the dark, even though it looks like they're, standard releases. As for this one, these 2 are available in the bags. This one's new. And this other glow in the dark pack, these 2 are in the bags, the newest wave, and this one is also available in that Amazon exclusive 21 pack that I talked about in my last Mini Racers video. Link in the description below or in the card suggestion in the top right hand corner. So I guess you could say this is more like a second look, but that is if you include Amazon in that. But I have to say, these are some great packs. Here are the back of the packagings. They're all pretty much the same, just kind of shifted around which one they focus on. All of them do have this Radiator Spring Series 3-pack on the bottom, containing first look at Cruz, Lightning McQueen, and then Mater and Ramon. The Ramon is new, but they don't call him a first look, and that one has not been released yet. I think it has been found in France, though, along with the Demolition Derby 3-pack that has a first look at Siglert. Pretty nice. I have to say, this is my favorite pack ever. Like, all these metallic releases, that is just so cool. I'm not a huge fan of the glow-in-the-dark cars, but hopefully these turn out to work well, turn out to work fantastic, I hope. But the metallic or glow-in-the-dark Danny Swervez I got from that 21 pack, which I have right there, is okay. But I'm really hoping, since these, it says that, like, the whole thing is supposed to glow, whereas for McQueen, only parts are supposed to glow. I hope they work out better. Let's see about the other ones. Yeah, these, it's only parts that are supposed to glow, which is a little disappointing. But yeah, I will be right back with all these opened up. So here is everybody out of the package, looking absolutely stunning, especially the front row right here. I mean, just look at the glimmer on these 3. They look fantastic. But yeah, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to go through each of the minis real quick, because otherwise we'll be here all day. And then we're going to test out how truly glow in the dark these 6 are. So we're going to put them in the back for now and just focus on the non-glow in the dark ones. Let's start with silver here. So one thing you guys need to know about these silver minis is that they're different from the silver we're used to. I mean, just look at the difference in finish here compared to, the World Grand Prix silver racers we got a couple years ago. If I was Mattel, I'd probably consider the minis more of a Zamac or bare metal finish, especially Zamac. I feel like Zamac is the correct term for it because you can just see how different it is. They're just a little more rough around the edges. You can see like the grain in there. And I think it looks great for minis. It really does. Because I think that the silver would just look a little too plain. Especially on cars like Natalie where there's no other decals to break it up. But yeah, so here is Natalie Certain. I always kind of get her confused with Cruz Ramirez because they look so similar. It's like, did they just make a silver Cruz Ramirez? Because I see that. I'm like, wow, looks like silver Cruz Ramirez. But they are different models. Slightly. Not a huge difference. Here is the regular Natalie Certain. The expression is the same, the mouth is the same, but obviously no more red paint, it's all silver. The wheels stayed the same. Let's see, her license plate is K0131W. So I'm pretty sure that is the actress's birth date and initials, although I think I forgot her name. Was it like something Washington? And then her birthday would be January 31st. I can't see what it says above it. It says new something or another, but I can't quite tell. Let's move on now to Chick Hicks. So I also got this one along with Silver Cal Weathers in that 21 pack that I was talking about before. It also came with, the glow-in-the-dark Danny Swervez. So yeah, definitely check out that video for some more context, but these look to be exactly the same. I love how Mattel is able to keep the decals so crisp and clean, even though they're so small, and they have to worry about the Zamac finish in the background, but I can pretty much make out what each of these are. Like I can see Sludgy, Tank Coat, all sorts of different sponsors in there, so that's fantastic. And compared to the normal Chick Hicks, the expression looks to be a little different, like the eyes are lower, but everything else is the same, el mismo. They did change the rim color for him. For Natalie, they didn't really have to because her normal color is already kind of grayish and would match the silver. All right, let's get him out of the way. Now the King, I do not have the regular version of him yet. I'm waiting on it. It is in the recent wave of blind bags though, so hopefully I can get him soon because the King is definitely one of my favorite minis from the pictures I've seen. But man, his tires are huge. But since I don't have the mini, we're just gonna compare him to the big guy. I find it fascinating how they're able to keep the decals so clean. I mean, look, they even have those contingency sponsors still on there. Everything seems to be in scale and proportion. Dinoco, gas cap, everything just looks fantastic. Even the spoiler. Maybe they could have made the spoiler a little bit taller, but that's fine. I mean, it's a mini. It's a mini. So, actually, we got 4 silver minis so far that have been released. I don't think there are any more than this. Although I could be wrong because they are producing them so fast. I think they're supposed to have a silver McQueen in an upcoming Amazon 10 pack. Speaking of McQueen, here is the Dinoco metallic McQueen. I was about to say Mather. I was like, what? Wait. I'm tired, guys. I just woke up, actually. It's kind of my new time for recording videos as soon as I wake up. But yeah, there has not been a normal version of Dinoco McQueen yet, so something else we can't really compare him to. But this just looks amazing. I mean, it reminds me of the Blu-ray kind of metallic purple Dinoco McQueen they released a long time ago for the Blu-ray promotion. Even though this is more purple, this is more straight up blue metallic. It looks like candy, like something I just want, like a Jolly Rancher, if you guys know what those are. I'm sure if you live in America, you do. I'm not sure how they are available elsewhere, but yeah, this is definitely one of my new favorite minis. Same thing with the rest of them here. I mean, Cal Weathers looks great compared to the normal one. Same expression. They didn't change the eyelid color at all, even though for the silver racers they do. Speaking of which, we can compare them to the silver Cal Weathers as well. Cal Weathers is getting a lot of variations here. Look at this. They're supposed to be releasing Bobby Swift as a mini soon as well. So that'll be awesome. I think they can really do a lot with this mini line. I mean, they have so much potential, so many cars they could release, so many movies they could dip into. And so far, they're doing a great job. I think they're, really maximizing their potential by releasing these like silver ones, metallic, stuff that didn't like appear in the movie, quote unquote. And so here is Dinoco Chick Hicks, another one that we don't have a regular version of. We just have the, normal green and then the silver. So potentially we could end up with 4 Chick Hickses in the future. Maybe even 5 if they release the Cars 1 Chick Hicks. Awesome. So here they are all together again. Which one is your favorite? I'm going to have to go with McQueen just because we don't have a Dinoco McQueen or really anything like that so far. But the rest are equally cool. Now, as for these glow-in-the-dark ones, they're pretty much the same as their normal releases. I do not have the normal Thomasville Cruz Ramirez here, unfortunately, because it is in that new wave of blind bags that I have not been able to find yet. But, she's got the 2.0, the Storm logo there, the tires, dirt track tire, Storm on the back when she's trying to, challenge Lightning McQueen. Here is the glow-in-the-dark Lightning McQueen. You gotta be careful. I mean, you could really get these mixed up. The normal one here is on the right. I can't really tell a difference. Not at all. Same thing for Luigi here. Maybe his paint's a little darker, actually. But yeah, I can't wait to test these out. I hope they are good. And next up we have Tim Treadless. Another one you can't tell the difference between. Actually, the front is a little lighter. Not as dark. This is the 3rd variation of Tim. Before we had the metallic one as well. Same thing with these 2, Jackson Storm and Danny. The paint does look a little different on Jackson. Maybe because he's black and they can't really do that smooth finish. Just a little different for him. And last but not least, Danny Swervez. This one you can tell actually out of the most out of all of them. It's darker. More contrast on the decals. And in comparison to the glow-in-the-dark Danny from the 21 pack, pretty much the same. So yeah, I'm going to charge these up and we're going to see what happens. Not so sure how well you guys can see that, but they are kind of glowing around the edges. This is the Thomasville Cruz, McQueen, and Luigi set, but it's fading pretty quick, and it's pretty much just around the headlights, which, I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, but I was hoping the whole thing would light up. Oh, heck yeah! Tim Treadless and Danny are some pretty good glowers. Jackson Storm is terrible, though. He's not glowing at all. But check this out. Danny and Tim look great. They are glowing for sure, especially Tim there with the light. Or that stripe there, the numbers are glowing pretty well. That is awesome. So I'd have to say, Tim and Danny are an A+, whereas the rest of them, not so good. I've come to the conclusion that the more you charge it, like the more you hold your minis up against light, like a direct light bulb, you're holding it right there, the better it will glow. I did each of them for like a couple minutes, and as you saw, Tim and Danny definitely did the best. And if I had to rank them, I'd probably go Danny, Tim, Cruz, Luigi, McQueen, Jackson. Jackson had no glow whatsoever. McQueen had a little bit. Luigi had a tad more. And Cruz had a decent amount. And you guys know Tim and Danny were amazing. And as for these in the front row, they're just, incredible. No glow needed. I love those metallic and silver finishes. Or Zamac, I should say. But let me know which mini is your favorite out of this bunch. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Bye now.